Welcome back, Truth Seeker. On March 22nd, 2022, one of the top headlines: Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, has reportedly tested positive for COVID-19. And of course, the date's 3/22. Remember when Biden got his first COVID vaccine? It was at 3:22 p.m. local time sharp. And of course, 322 is the number of Skull and Bones, and one of the main institutions that simulated the coronavirus pandemic before it happened was the Johns Hopkins University, founded by a Skull and Bones member. Again, Skull and Bones, the powerful fraternity out of Connecticut, out of Yale in New Haven, Connecticut. But the Johns Hopkins University established their hospital, established by Daniel Quick Gilman, Skull and Bones member. Same birthday, July 6th, as the last Skull and Bones president, George W. Bush, who was number 43. And again, 43, big number at Yale. Guess how old Jen Psaki is, who's from Connecticut like Yale? She's 43. And again, if you're new here, gematria. If you write out the word Yale, Y is the 25th letter using the alphabetic order. A's the first, L's the 12th, E's the 5th. You add up the letters of Yale, it's 43. George W. Bush, Skull and Bones, number 43. His dad, who was in Skull and Bones, is the 43rd vice president. The election of number 43 came down to Florida, where his brother was the 43rd governor at the time. Tim Russert, who ended up dying at 2:23 p.m., they reported, asked John Kerry and George W. Bush about being in Skull and Bones 322, the society that allows 15 members per year, and they both laughed about it. But that was 2004 when they were the frontrunners for the presidency. But notice, Jen Psaki from Stamford, Connecticut, who went to William and Mary, the nation's second oldest college. They both have that gematria 223, which is 322 in reverse. And if you write out skull and crossbones, the symbol of Skull and Bones, it's also 223. Patterns we've talked about many a times. March 22nd can be written 3/22 or 22/3. And again, they got to mention that she's 43 when she catches the COVID on 3/22. And in gematria, if you write out the Johns Hopkins University, it equals 322. And here, I'll just look this up real quick so you can see it with your own eyes. Johns Hopkins, down here in the write-up, it says the Johns Hopkins University is a private research university in Baltimore, Maryland, not far from the nation's capital. And notice that gematria of 322, just when you run the alphabetic order in reverse. Something to say about all these numbers, really, but gematria is based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with the rules of numerology. And her full first name, Jennifer Psaki, has the same gematria as Knights Templar, and that's important because Skull and Bones is modeled after the Knights Templar Catholic order that the Jesuits now carry on the tradition of, with the Templar cross in their logo. And if you can see on the screen, that's all the gematria overlap. So nothing arbitrary about this news on 322. Again, you learn the code, you start to realize the news is being reported by a code. And so often when these celebrities are supposedly having COVID, they're telling you their symptoms are mild, they mostly feel okay. And meanwhile, your country's being locked down and your rights are being taken away over this supposedly terrible pandemic while everyone has these light symptoms. I shouldn't say everyone, elderly people over age 80, they've been dying from the COVID because, as we know, before 2020, elderly people never died from flu and pneumonia. But anyway, it's another ritual. It's another tribute to the gang who's responsible. The same things we've been pointing out since way before COVID-19 started. Again, you learn the knowledge of the occult. You realize these people are of the occult. You see right through what they're doing. And we'll keep it there for now, True Seeker. Till next time.